Now then, what is happening, guys? Back here to pop your Rimworld cherries. This is part 5. So last episode, just briefly going over, trying to jog my memory more than anything. It's been a few hours since I recorded these. We've managed to recruit 2 females to the colony to do our bidding, but we've also had an attack from some mad hares, which Bill took a little bit of damage from, and we've got a couple of colonists with malaria. This is where I love this mod numbers, which I've talked about a few times, and we can see this will show obviously how well they're doing, how far ahead their immunity is, and this little green arrow indicates that their immunity is growing at a faster rate than the infection is, or the disease is, whereas the red arrow indicates that the malaria is sort of growing quicker than the immunity is. But that's because Bill's up and on his feet. We'll get him back in at bed. Put him at 1. Because the animals have gone, we can unrestrict these people so they can do outside work, because there's a few things that need doing. These coolers, obviously, for one, we're going to have to deconstruct that one, but that gives us a chance to reinstall it here, because that's a better place than the hospital, because then we've got these 3 buildings sort of on either side that are ventilated. So that's fine. We should get our comms bench soon, so I'm going to mine out just an area here and here. Now, we haven't been raided so far, and I'm not going to lie, that's concerning us, because I think when it comes, it's going to come pretty fucking hard. Generally, you would have been raided by now with guys with knives or bows or whatever. But I've kind of got a sneaking feeling, because we've got away with it for so long, that ours is going to be a bit tougher. And at the minute, we've only got 2 people who can actually shoot people. We've only got 2 guns. You only start with 2 guns. We've got this knife, which I mean, someone with melee could get in there, but it's risky. You know, melee with crossfire and things like that. So I'm a bit apprehensive to do that. I'd love to get that bear tamed, and then if we can get Red somehow equipped with a weapon, even though shooting is 1, we can get the animals equipped, not equipped, drafted with us, and they'll defend us once they're trained up. We've already got an alpaca that, if Red is drafted, will defend, but at the moment I don't really want to be bringing her out into the firefight, because if she takes hits, she's unarmed, unarmored, so it's a risk. So just do that, and obviously when you are dismantling these, remember to replace the wall, otherwise this becomes one enormous room essentially. So just looking at the numbers, so Bill, his immunity is 55%, that's fine, it's going up now because he's getting rest and he's been treated. Proteins are still only 10%, but that's because she's not been treated as well. So this episode, I definitely would like to maybe dig into here and build a recreation room. I think, you know, it helps colonists' mood, and we've got the cloth for it. We've got a fair amount of cloth, so what we can do is we can build these. Just because Protein's hospitalized, I am going to get Red to help with the cooking. Always keep an eye on that, because at the minute we've got no meals, and it's going to draft and redraft sort of just resets that workflow if you know someone's doing something that they really shouldn't be doing. There's a bit of blood around the place. Someone will get up to cleaning that, but there's obviously other tasks at hand here. So she's going to cook this food, which gets us some meals, because we don't want anyone eating raw meat. That's such a big mood loss. Obviously, you'll see you can kind of make out there that the ground is not pink. So once this is all mined out, we'll expand the storage area just in time for our comms console, which is literally a couple of points away from being researched. So that's good. That'll get us up with traders and potential new colonists. Now and then you get colonists screaming for help. So this literally should be done any second now. Skizzer. Get it finished. There we go. Right, so going to pause it here for now, because I'm going to build these things straight away. They come under MISC, so always put your comms console in your main storage area. It's where everything's kept. The orbital trade beacon functions similar to that. You've got to tie it in. It's got to be linked in the same room. And you see there's a radius. If I put it in a if I put it outside, it's only got a certain radius, so it only picks up items within that radius. And when it's inside, sometimes it can be difficult to get it to see round corners and things. It can be a bit awkward, but this looks like it's going to work for us. So we'll get those built, and we will use our zone tool and stockpile zone just to expand that to cover the areas that we mined out. Just keep checking those numbers. Once I feel that Bill's immunity is high enough and he's got a big enough gap there, I'm just going to have him back on his feet, getting to work rather than resting all day, because you want as many colonists doing as much stuff as they can. That's not being used, so we can just turn that off with the V button or designate toggle power. It'll save us a little bit of power. It means these need refueled less. So yeah, we need a research project. So normally I would go geothermal power here, but I'm very concerned about our defense. So I'm going to go smithing, and at least can start us off with trying to get some guns made, because like I say, at the minute not confident, and sometimes you can get raided, sort of double penetrated if you like, by a raid. One can come from, say, down here, and one can come from up here, and if you've got only 2 people that can actually shoot, and let's bear in mind Bill at the moment, not only is he suffering from malaria, so his health, his manipulation, these all things that affect shooting, he's not that great. Like 3 is pretty piss poor. So there we go. Obviously, thanks to anyone that's been tuning in and liking the videos and enjoying this. If you want me to do any more Rimworld, more than happy to. I absolutely love this game, so absolutely no problem for me. I'm probably going to look to wrap this series up. I kind of just saw it as a beginner's guide to Rimworld sort of thing, and it's been very much a much easier playthrough than I anticipated anyways, so it should hopefully have got you started, and I just kind of wanted to get that was the deal really. I just kind of wanted to get you going in Rimworld. But do let me know if it's been helpful, or if it's been shite, or if you'd like to see me do more stuff or other games. Let me know. Be cool to hear back from some guys. So I need these deconstruct. I need that filled in. There we go. She's gonna get to that. So, Bill. I think 35% is enough of. He's got enough advantage there to not be lying in bed all day. He probably could use a little bit more time, but I'd rather him up and doing stuff. And he's gonna construct stuff. So components are a big thing to keep an eye out on. These can go down quickly. They're pretty much using everything that requires electricity. And these orange boxes, compacted machinery, that's components. Sometimes there's a lot of these about. Obviously, if you zoom out, you kind of get an eye for this as you start playing the game. You can see there's a little pocket here, little pocket here. Nice big rich vein there. And we got our silver vein as well. We had a meteorite crash a few episodes ago, of course, so that can be mined up once we've got some free time if we need the currency, but for now we don't. Traders will come by, but we've got things to trade, kind of. I mean, we don't have much, but we've got 909 silver, so if there's something that takes our fancy, really it would be a weapon. I think that's, if there's something I'm going to buy now, it would be a weapon for red. She's trading the animals, well, the miniatures cooking, because I've got my main cook in hospital. I'll bring her out soon, I think. I don't know why Bill's gone back to bed, unless he's generally tired, but I don't think he is. So red's not as good a cook, so there's a risk of food poisoning and stuff here, which sucks. People with low cooking skill who do cook tend to give people food poisoning. Which is a very common illness, and it just really fucking annoys us. But there's nothing you can do about it. It's very realistic. Obviously, if you've got a shit cook, it's very, very likely that they're gonna, botch it up, especially if you're keeping it for storage. So, as I said, just remember to fill in these gaps here, because this all now classes as one big room. So you'll see that indoors is 35 degrees. They're not getting the benefit of that. Well, this is making that work so much harder because it's having to cool this room, and this enormous room, which is all this space here, and this room. So get these sealed up and closed off. Oh, so a little love heart there. Hopefully there's a little romance brewing away there. I'm very keen to get this sort of weapons path going. I mean, we can't make anything decent for a long time, but it would help if we could just make some kind of gun. So we've got some way to go. We do our smithing, our machining, and then our gunsmithing. And if we get raided before then, and it's significant, it's gonna be fucking very close. I think it's gonna be very tight. But I've had it easy in every other way. I've got to admit, I've had the manhunter pack I had was fucking hares, so they're not particularly challenging. I took a few bites for that. No one's severely wounded. Yes, I've had malaria. A couple of people have had malaria, but overall, it's been fairly tame. And that's literally what I'm about to try to do with this. So I'm going to take my chances because he's come close to the base. These crops look like they're nearly ready. Yeah, sort of 80% ready to harvest. But we've got protein recovering from malaria. Only a 15% increase, so I'm not happy with that. I don't want her up in our features in case it catches up. She isn't getting as good treatment because she is the doctor, and I'm not having her treat herself. I probably could. In fact, I think I will. I'm not really too pleased with Bill's medical work, although he's gained a skill. He's now 6, but 13 is so much better. I'd rather have someone with 13 skill treat herself semi-well than someone bad treat her as well as he can. So there we go, there's a bit of romance forming there. Hopefully that develops, and that can be, there's no sort of limit. There's gay relationships in this. But yeah, as soon as someone does form a relationship, you will get a notification, and I just normally build straight away. I'll build them a double bed, and just it gives them a nice big mood increase just to be sleeping together, as it would. Skiz is just cleaned up. As long as there's someone always at that research bench, I'm fairly happy. What we did also get with the microelectrics bench was our high-tech research bench, which I am going to install because it's much better. I'll put it down here, and we'll run some cabling. It's bad temperature, so we'll get a cooler in here. We want our guys in here to be comfortable, so consume a lot of power, but it's worth it, you know. I'd rather have guys that are in here comfortable. But this is it. Once we've got the high-tech research bench made, we're going to have to be looking at our power. I'm going to turn that off, because this is going to use a lot of power, and we need to make sure that we've actually got the output to do it. We're either going to have to build another one, or abandon the gun research, which I definitely don't want to be doing. But then that means it's going to need a hell of a lot more wood. Let's just check protein. I'm here a lot, but I'm very keen to get protein back on our feet. Bill's absolutely fine. Immunity's nearly 80%, and Larry's only 36, but she's kind of lagging behind a little bit. Okay, so priorities. Just speed up the night. Getting that built to priority because that'll increase research speed. As far as I'm aware, it is a better, allows more rapid research and unlocks more advanced projects. So yeah, this is literally just made of fucking wood. So it's a very simple bench. So once this is made, I mean, it's expensive. It's 250 steel and 10 components. So we're definitely going to be looking to mine a bit more steel from the local area. Cows join. How many? 2. So cows, just put them straight in the animal area. Pretty useless in combat. However, they produce milk. So I'll take them. Not particularly amazing, but like I say, they can't be trained any higher than just being tame. They won't fight for you. They're not aggressive animals, so That's that, but they were free. I didn't have to go out and tame them, which would have taken some time, so we've got plenty of stuff to graze on as well. Now what I am going to do is I'm just going to make sure that I clear allowed area, the animal area. I don't want them eating the crops, because they will eat the crops if you let them do that, so... So there's the high-tech research bench being built, and once that's done, we're just pretty much going to dismantle this straight away. And there it is. Ooh, have we got enough power? Nope. So that's a bit of a bummer. We're going to have to build another steel generator. So it's going to have to go there. It's going to need a roof over it. And we're going to need some steel. So we're going to have to get some mining done. So, Protein can mine, but I'll just put them as 4s, just, you know, if they can, they'll do it, if they've got nothing else to do, but there's other people that I want mining. So yeah, we won't deconstruct this just yet. I'll cancel that because it's obviously in use, and this can't be powered yet, although this is probably using some power, is it? No, it doesn't use any power. As you can see there, how much it needs and how much it uses, so we could technically turn that off because we're not using it, and maybe we'll try that and see if that gives us enough power. It might just. This is where batteries come in handy, because if you've got batteries, it kind of gives you an indication of you know, if the power's rising, if the battery's gaining capacity, then you've got enough power. If it's draining, you don't. So this is usable now, so we're going to deconstruct that. Just redraft him just to get him not researching. She's now going to use that. That's the preferred research bench, but see, as it says, grid excess 0. So we're bang on. We can't take another electrical device at the moment. So once the new generator is built, though, that will change that, and we've got enough steel. So it's just a matter of bringing the components out to it. Always worth keeping an eye on that. As I said, just be aware of where your pockets are for components. There's steel stuff here that we could dismantle and technically get easy steel from, but it'll probably yield quite little, so just sort of last option. The big thing is, even if you've got a nice big, you know, obviously you notice that I've got my silver here, and while it's nice to have that, it's quite far away. Even though it's quite close to the colony, it is still fairly far away. You don't really want to be sending colonists halfway across the map or all the way across the map for fairly futile tasks, or not futile tasks, just for anything really. You kind of want to keep everything close to home, so if anything goes wrong, guys can come and back you up. But so far so good. Still no raids, which I'm amazed at. A couple of people. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Right, so what I said might happen, happened. And it's happened quite far away. She's only been scratched so far, but we're going to need our guys to haul the fucking ass out of here. We're going to draft her and we're going to try and bring her back this way. It might be her death. She could honestly die from this. This could be bad. Right, okay. She's not been fed on, which is one thing. But we're definitely going to need someone to go rescue her. So, Jess, go rescue her. And hopefully, what we've got is we'll have Skizzer shooting the bear, distracting it, if he can fucking hit it. Oh, what a shot. One hit kill. That's what I'm talking about. Right, so we can undraft those, and let's see what the damage is to red. Torn her leg off. Torn her fucking leg off. Death in 4 hours. Jesus fuck. Oh god. That's not good at all. But such are the risks with Rimworld. You know, I've got it sped up there. I've got to make sure she gets immediate treatment. I risked it. I thought her animal skill might be good enough. It's 15, and grizzly bears, I think, need maybe least 12. A minimum skill of 12 to tame. So that is a risk, and now we've basically got a maimed colonist, so we can research, obviously, prosthetics, which will give us a basic leg. Well, an accident neural interface, so it's you know, it's gonna be 85% efficient, but we've got to research that. So I'm afraid we've got a maimed colonist. She'll still move about, but she's gonna be very slow. I mean, at the moment she's not gonna be moving at all. She's not even being picked up. Once, if a colonist is downed, they won't show up on your numbers. They're technically not fucking part of the colony until they're actually back in bed. So she's pretty fucked. So I am gonna let her have the No, actually, there's nothing I can do. It's only scratches and the leg's gone. There's nothing I can do for her. So make sure that she gets immediate treatment, because she has lost a fucking leg. The leg isn't there, sadly, but guess, like I say, those are the risks. So she's no longer capable of walking, but she's going to be walking very, very slowly for some time. Medical emergency? So that's not great. She's a really useful character, so we are going to have to sort of think about that in the long term, about getting her a new leg. These have been ready to cut for a while. Now, why is no one doing that? Well, whatever. It's probably because we've got a lot of other things that need doing. So protein here, let's see what her... She's got plus 27% and right. She is absolutely fine, right? Red is definitely bed resting, and protein, you can get off and do other stuff now. He's quite a good character. What we got here? Ambrosia Sprout. Okay, so this is these things, you can farm them, and they're essentially like little drugs. Not hard drugs, but people do build up addictions and tolerances to them. So I don't like that sort of shit. It's just one other thing to manage. It obviously gives people mood boosts, but you can get things like chocolate and beer from traders and things like that to sell. So I'm not too concerned about that Ambrosia Sprout at the moment. So I've got a feeling Red's going to be out of action for a while. So, you know, no leg, only 10% consciousness. She's been tended very well because you've got such a good doctor, but no saving that leg without a prosthetic leg. So major big risk. And because she's so, you know, she's in such pain. Obviously, that's serious pain. That's going to be. She's trying to hit on Bill twice, and he's rejected her. So not the best of moods. Camp's a bit demoralised. That bear attack's kind of fucked shit up. But that's what happens at Rimworld. You know, minor things can just turn bad if you don't handle them very well. So at the minute I've got a chair doing nothing, so I'll just reinstall that at the this research bench. Fast forward through the night. That research has gone quite fast, but smithing is pretty useful to us. There's nothing there that, you know, it's axe, gladius, iqua, they're all melee weapons. Not something I really want to be doing. And it was Red who was going to be kind of lining up to be our next combatant because of the animal sort of trait. But one, we failed to tame that bear and had to kill it. And two, she's now missing a fucking leg. So, I mean, I'm still going to send her out to try and train that, because the animal skill is closing in on 16. You'll see that depreciates as well over time. The higher the skill level, the more depreciation there is. But fast learner, she's got that trait, so she gains at such a rapid increase. It's barely going to be noticeable. But you'll see it if you see someone with skill 20, that it actually falls quite fast, and they've got to be constantly doing that particular skill frequently to keep it at 20. But I mean, if you've got someone with any skill at 20, that means they're just amazing at it. So here we go, we've got some artwork done. Beauty of 68, which isn't amazing, but it'll do. And red is the one who wants the nice bedroom, so should do that. Jess. So we've got the other thing going. So we've got the excess. We've got another 1,000 excess. We've got no wood though, so I'm aware that only protein is down to plant cuts. So I'm going to make sure that I've got someone else reasonable. Jess. Because we're relying on our the type of power that we've got for the minute until we get our geothermal, we're going to need that constant stream of wood. So I'll just clear this little thicket here. Thinking about building another dumping stockpile zone for more chunks down here. Obviously we've got no defense from the south. Only got sort of that, and there's a semi full one here. So she's going to do the herbal medicine first, which is fine, I guess. So basically with making medicine, you need herbal medicine, a component called neutroamine, which can only be bought by a trader as far as I'm aware, and cloth. Those 3 items make your medicine. So that's why we get cloth harvested early. This one looks like it's nearly ready. I mean, we've got, where's cloth? We've got 30 already, so it's okay. Okay, so smithing's done, so I'm going to go straight to machining, because that's the next, on the way to the gunsmithing. I mean, gunsmithing is, well, I'll be happy. At least I'll have someone with the bolt-action rifle, which is, you know, reasonably decent. Incendiary launcher, very risky unless you're somewhere that's raining a lot. You don't want to be starting fires. Obviously, it's extremely deadly to the enemy, and obviously setting an enemy on fire kind of fucks them up big time, but not advisable. Not really worth the risk, I found. We get very warm summers where we are, so those coolers are quite important. You mightn't find that you need them. Just gauge the temperature, see what people's moods are like, but can't do much. Well, you can't do anything about the outside temperature. Obviously, if it's cold, you can make people jackets and things like that at the tailor bench. There's plenty of options here, like dusters, jackets, parkas. But you'll need the materials for that. So just bear that in mind. So we've got a nice big haul of food coming in here. You can see the fridge is filling up quite nicely. Loads of berries, loads of tatties, a bit of meat, and we've got some kibble for the animals as well. So we're well stocked. As we sort of hit, I guess that's just after midsummer. How's red doing? So moving 38%. I don't know what the maximum will be, to be honest, that we'll get out of that. That might well be it, which isn't great at all. If you look at numbers, her move speed is 1.75 CS. I don't know what CS stands for, and I thought it might give me a whatever. So here we go. We've had our first break, and Jess has fixated her rage on Skizzer. She will follow Skizzer around, hurling insults. This happened because of poor mood. The final straw was rebuffed by Bill. So this is just gonna. This isn't great because Jess is now in a daze. She's not gonna do anything. You can't draft her. And she's just gonna basically just follow. As it said, follow Skizzer around and throw insults at him, which is going to bring his mood down. So, Jess couldn't reach Skizzer, so she decided to redirect her anger at Protein. So now she's going to take the fucking flak. Although she's going to be insulted, and that's going to bring her mood down because no one likes to be insulted. And you can see there. He's even followed her into the bedroom. Bit nasty, but the thing is, whenever someone has a sort of break, they'll get a buff, a catharsis, which gives them a sort of temporarily massive mood boost to just sort of give you a bit of respite to sort of address the issue. Still going though, still fucking going. So I'll speed it up since it's 1 in the morning, and we'll hopefully Protein will actually get some sleep tonight. I think she's actually been blocked out of, and again, a tantrum. So there, she's going to smash up random furniture, items and structures, so unsightly environment, but I think generally it's because she's just quite annoyed at everything. So she'll smash random stuff, that might be the floor, just general walls, items. Your builders will repair these automatically, so unless she actually breaks something, then, you know. Right, we've got our first trader. Sadly, we've got 3 people. God, 3 people are fucking having a shit time, but... Oh. That's a caravan. I thought it was a ship, so... We've got traders come by, so we've got... Man, Jess is still up and insulting people. Everyone's just in a rage. So Protein's at least got some sleep now. But insulted 10 times, you can see how much of an effect that's had on the mood. So... It's nice if everyone gets along, but... If people's moods drop, they'll resort to doing things like this. So, still going. Where's the trader? There's the question mark. So we'll see what these guys have got. Bulk goods traders are usually good because they have this neutramine, which is what we want. Useless on its own. Many rugs require neutramine as an ingredient, so we're probably gonna buy the lot, even though it costs us 538. We'll just get rid of some leather that we don't need, like light leather, and anything else. I think that might be it. Might cost us a bit, that, but I'll tell you what, we can probably get rid of all of the fur, to be honest. I don't think we're going to need anything. We're getting hot winters, hot summers, so our winters shouldn't be too cold, and we're actually going to make a bit of money off that, so... Got the Nutramine, so we've got 74. It's only 1 per medicine, so we've got plenty now for the future. And our relations changed because we traded. And this is really annoying, is that she's got nearly a full 24 hours just insulting people. I mean, that's... What a bitch. Sort your patter out, like, fucking, come on. It's going quite fast, I'll just slow it down a bit. This would be a great time to be raided. I mean, what you really want is, if you're raided at this time, when there's sort of a caravan hanging around, these will by default sort of come to your defense. But I don't think we can count on those hanging around long enough. I mean, we can't count on being raided, for God's sake. No one's coming at us. So again, we've got these minor break risks. Jess is not raging anymore. She's got this catharsis buff. It felt good to finally bottle my feelings, so that's great. But she's insulted Bill 6 times, so he's not particularly happy. And everyone is still getting quite sweaty at night, so I'm going to drop this temperature down to 19, both of them. See if I can cool it down a bit for people. But we've at least got some... No one's raging. Hopefully Bill's mood starts to rise. And yeah, I didn't actually check to see if there was any weapons for trade there. Or maybe it's a prosthetic leg, because if we could buy something like that. Okay, so no, only armor. And no prosthetics, so that's a bit of a shame, but such is life. So you can kind of tell when someone's cleaning up that there's not too much to do. So probably take this time to just evaluate, see what I want done. Obviously research is coming on. Okay, we need machining, then gunsmithing. So we're about halfway there. So we've still got about 1,000 research points to go. But we've got good researchers. Like the guys that research are very well skilled in that 12, 12, and 12. So that comes on quickly. Obviously you can see the milk there from the cows. That's pretty much all they produce, and not a tremendous amount of it either. But hey, it's better than a kick in the mouth. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to start building into here. I'm going to build a little recreation room, because some of this cotton's going to start to harvest soon. I think I'll grow that a bit as well, because we are going to start wanting to make medicine, because we've only got 12 normal medicine left. Jeez, that's gone down quick. And malaria kicked us in. So who's mining? Anyone can mine. I guess I've only got 1 square, so I kind of need to open it up and get other people mining. I want to build a sort of little corridor and then open it up into a big room. But we're mining stone, so it will take some time, but here we go, we can start now. Now we've got 3 people who can actually come in and do this. What's going on here? Whoa, 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 whoa. These guys are fighting with each other. I've seen this happen before. I've seen where colonists from another colony will fight amongst themselves. One of them gets knocked out, and the rest leave, and you can almost get away with taking them prisoner, and yes, you'll harm colony relations, but all these guys aren't going to shoot you. I mean, look how well armed these are. All of them have got guns, pretty much. Molotov cocktails. So, I mean, you just had to fight, I guess. You know, experience the same stuff we do. Probably need a little bit more furniture. There's only 3 seats, but everyone's healthy. There's a couple of people not in great moods, but I'm sure that insulting spree is probably what's got everyone, yeah. Recreation starved. I mean, yes, we've only got the wooden pole, but I guess that's what we're doing now, is I'm going to try and get a nice little recreation room built, and we said somewhere that can socialise together rather than just the kitchen, and, you know, play some pool, play some chess, play some poker, whatever. But I'll speed this up since we're just about getting into night time and everyone will be going to bed. I don't know why this guy is insisting on coming into my house and eating his food. What's he doing? It's almost like he's lost. It's like a coma child. Let's just make sure he's not become part of the wildlife. That would be funny if we tamed 2 colonists. So yeah. I think I'll just put the door there and just let this open a bit of a nice grand sort of rec room, if you will. So move these. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this up for the future, somewhere to dump them, the dumping stockpile zone. Just create like a sort of, you know, like a barricadey sort of place, as I did before. Oop. Just lagged a bit there. Oh shit, that's the wrong button. How do I clear that? Again. I'll just delete the whole thing. Let's start it again. I got a little bit of input lag there, so I'll just build that again. But hey, fuck it. So storage, I'll just put chunks in there, no corpses. And then these things that obviously we'll naturally get some chunks out of this wall. Make sure they get dumped in that dumping zone, and we've got a sort of mini barricade there. All these rocks can go there as well, but I'll let them have their fun. It's early in the morning still. He's cracking on working though. Good lad. So we managed to make 24 days with no raids and minimal damage, really. A couple of minor breaks, but nothing that hasn't been handled. I mean, Jess is in a great mood now. Bill's sort of teetering on that. That insult's gonna linger on for another day or so, but he'll get over it, I'm sure. He's a big lad. So yeah, you can see these chunks will make sure they're taken out, and they should get sort of just put in this zone here. That's exactly what's happening. Not sure how big I'll make this. I do want it quite spacious because pool tables, you need some space around them. Come along quite well with the research. So once we've got that out of the way, it's just a gunsmith, and then we can actually start making some guns, because I'm very anxious, very, very anxious in case someone comes, and then I really want to be getting Red a new leg. It's not the order I'd normally do things in, but given the circumstance, unless we happen upon another colonist who's great at shooting, then I'm sort of thinking we need to get red in action. Prosthetic leg isn't the worst thing in the world, at least it's a leg. But at the minute, with one leg, she's see how 49%, so as you can expect, sort of half speed, so that's not ideal. It obviously means if we're getting attacked immediately and I want to draft, and I need to get people out of the place quickly, she's going to be sort of very far behind. Still not big enough. I want this nice and grand, loads of room for our recreational stuff. Just going to keep mining away. I obviously don't want to mine too far out, that it creates a fucking gap, and then you've got to build a wall, because that'll be a waste. You can smooth surfaces as well, and that just removes the ugliness of them. I don't think it gives them much beauty, but it's something. So I think I'll do one more row. So I'll do this row here, and I think that'll be big enough. So just keep an eye on food. We've got 239 bits of raw food, that's okay. Just make sure these get hauled out. Like I say, we're 4 minutes, you know, a bit of a rock barricade here. There's a few kicking around, but better than nothing. So we've got major break risk builds, sort of teetering there. The Insulted's really is what it's doing to him, but after a sleep tonight, he should be fine, so. And what we'll do is we'll make this just a nice area, you know. We'll just kind of we'll put some floors down maybe. You know, we'll put some maybe like tiles down of whatever stone we've been cutting, marble maybe. Just make it nice, you know. Somewhere that the guys can go chill out, relax, socialise, shoot some pool and improve their moods. That's what I want to see. 2 colonists with the blue bar. So I think I'll just leave it at that little corner there, and then that'll be that room done. It's nice and big. I'll put the door, wood, cut some wood down, because if we've got no wood, that means our power's going to be lagging. Got a lot of poplars here, so ready to go. So there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Let's get these. And then just that last little corner. And see if we can build anything. So we need 80 cloth for a billiards table, which you don't have. 50 for a poker table, which you don't have. So you need that harvest to improve. So I'm just going to expand the... quickly go in there and just research gunsmithing, because I want that done ASAP. And then we'll go back and just expand that growing zone. Make sure it's in the fertile land, obviously. Yeah, and then just make sure it's cloth still, yeah, cotton plant even. And someone will go out and plant the stuff. But you can see here the barricade sort of forming with the stuff we pulled out of the mountain here. And there we go, we've got our base for our rec room. Nothing in it yet. But that's fine. It's at least ready. Protein's really happy. Catharsis, I guess. Yes! Oh, nice! So red's got a bear. So that's great. I'm just going to worry about training these, but I'm going to bring them to the animal area. That's dead nice. We've got a bear. So I've got 2 choices here. I could essentially make Bill train the bear and form the bond. And then that way the bear will come to Bill's rescue and we don't have to worry about red. That's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. We're going to abandon for now until she gets her new leg, because we've got a bear, and a bear's fucking good defense. Red is not going to handle anymore. Bill is going to do all the handling. Red can go up with construction. She can prioritize that a bit more. Yeah, I like that. And Bill can train the bear. He'll suck at it, but he'll build skill because he's got the passion for it, and hopefully then what that means is that the bear, because you see the master, when you draft it, they'll only follow their master, and I won't be drafting red because she's fucking maimed. So we'll start with that, and like I say, Bill will start trying to train. It'll take some time. The bear is not going to work for us straight away, so still got something to think about there. What we've got here. So we've got a marble sculpture. Who's in the worst mood? Bill. Bill's room's here, I think, so we'll install that there, just to give him a little bit of a mood boost. See, now Red's actually got not much to do, and we don't have much food, so I'm gonna probably just go hunting. I'll take these 3. Close by. They'll give us a bit of meat, because I don't think we've got any meat in the fridge at the minute, no. But that's nice. So we're nearly there with gunsmithing. And I will get the machining table built now, so this is where a lot of the guns are made. Let's take this here. I should probably have mined out that sort of bit for a bit more room, but I can always expand this workshop into here. You can build tool cabinets, which I am going to actually build. I'll stick one there, and these will increase the work speed. For anyone working around that, I don't think it works for research benches. There's a separate item for that, which is we haven't unlocked it yet. That is the multi-analyzer, but it's got some unusual materials that are quite hard to find. Plasteel was one of them, which is always a nightmare to find, as it's very rare that you actually get some on the map. I do remember seeing some. It's actually hard to pick out as well, but sort of a bluey colour. I'm firing away there. That's it. Compacted plastic. I say blue. It's kind of a grey. Looks like silver almost, but that's good. At least we've got some of that. And gold is the other one, and I'm pretty certain there was some gold somewhere, anyways. But you can have a look around, explore the map, and kind of try and remember. So someone's having a party. Get in. Red, the one-legged woman, is throwing a party. So I'm assuming that's going to be not here and in the kitchen, because that's where everyone's gathering. But everyone's going to get a mood boost, and everyone's going to just sort of get along a bit better, and hopefully that'll increase colony relations. Especially since Skizzer, who is hauling dough back to the base, he should join the party afterwards. Give them a nice mood boost, and increase their relationship with each other, because we've not talked about that too much. But obviously, you see here that Skizzer and Red not too friendly. See, this is -2. That's Red's opinion of Skizzer, and then the -23 in brackets there is Skizzer's opinion. So that's it's dropped -22 and only -1 there. So just that interaction, just them being together. You know, the see protein green. We've got a green bar. Obviously, that is a mod. I'm aware at the moment the mod links aren't in the description for these videos. I will add them on when I'm finished this sort of little series. But look at that, nice happy colonists, 3 very happy colonists and 2 neutrals. That'll do. I think the only reason he's actually, there's only a couple of things bothering him, but he's, you know, not too bad. And then with him it's just his bedroom, so that's good. Everyone nice and happy. So I'll just fast forward. So we've got the machining table built. I'm not sure why. Fucking hell. Power. Quest available. It's for royalties, so we're not even gonna do it. No, I'm not. I don't even know why I'm reading it, and we're not doing any royalty quests. But we've got a problem here. Now I don't know if it's because I've been stupid and they don't link up. I think that I've been stupid and they don't link up, so this has been sitting doing nothing for ages. I think once I connect those, it's not like that has a radius. Go away. If you guys want to see me play through with the royalty stuff on, I'll do a different playthrough as well. I can Twitch it if people are interested in my Twitch, or I'll just upload another series and maybe I'll crank up the difficulty and we'll give it a real go of the royalty. But I'll only do that if you guys want me to. So let me know in the comments if that's something you're interested in. And again, just anyone who is watching these videos, thanks for any feedback or anything like that, any likes that you've given us so far, and just the views, the time. I've got nothing better to do with mine, so hope you're enjoying these. So we've got 2 idle colonists here, it's not great. I'd love to have more cloth, so we could build something a bit recreationally, but for now, actually we can. We can build a chest table out of wood. So what I'll do is I'm going to put it in this corner here. And I can never tell which way it goes, so I always have to build like 4 chairs around it. I could just guess and build 2. So we did get another sculpture that's got 135 beauty. I'm going to put that in there and take this out and reinstall that in probably this room because it's a bit more pokey. No, this one. This is the pokiest room. Because Red is the one that's got the greedy trait who wants the nice bedroom, so... But she's now finished that build. You saw it pop up, I don't know if you heard the little thing. But that's the build done, so the art bench, there's nothing else to do. She made 3 sculptures like we wanted, and now she's done. She's going to go on to do other stuff, but she's kind of just idling, so... I don't know, marble blocks. Now, see, the thing is, obviously, your colonists are going to take the barricades we built and use them, because they're our storage as when they're cutting stone blocks, so just be aware of that. You might want to maybe get some people to haul these. That's what I'm going to do. I've got 2 people idle, so I'll just get them starting to haul these into the storage zones, and then, you know, so the machining table at the minute, we can build some helmets. That might be nice, but our 2 guys have got, I mean, he's only got a hat, which isn't great, but I'm just going to leave that like it as it is. Shred Mechanoid. Do forever. Mechanoids are something that come up in the future. They're a tough enemy. But that, you can disassemble them and you get parts from them, so I'll just always set that forever. Right, gunsmithing, great. So, this is where I'm probably going to tail off, because the bolt action rifles are okay. I want the geothermal power, so I'm going to start with that. And I'm going to get... Let's have a look here. I don't think anyone's particularly great at shooting, so it's Red really. So basically, I am going to... It's difficult because one is it's really poor. It's a really poor, and she's maimed. And the only reason I'm kind of drawing sentiment to her is because of the animal skill. But we've got the bear, and hopefully Bill can get a hold on him. So if I make a gun, it's really just going to be to improve Bill's shooting. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to make 1 bolt action rifle, and no one is assigned to smithing at the moment. Who am I going to get to do that? Who's the best? Red. So she's going to get bumped up there. Construction's going to go down to 2. And I think cooking will go down to 2 as well, because smithing's very important. Becomes, once you can build armor and stuff like that, you want someone doing that quite frequently. Just to make sure you defend it, obviously, because, again, I keep checking this, but 26 days, no raids. It's almost unheard of in Rimworld, as far as I'm aware. But yeah, you see, I connected those, and we've now got power for that, so it opens me being an idiot. Make sure you connect your power lines. Not everything has a radius. Obviously, the bench here doesn't have to be directly on a power line because it's got a radius to it, but actual power generators need to be on the grid. So that's a daft mistake by me. Great beginner's guide. We need wood. I mean, I guess we've got all these. What you can do, rather than just like checking each individual trees, you can go to orders, and this is a really great way to sort of just quickly do stuff. So I just want to chop, say, everything down there, and someone will go and do that, because we do need wood. We've only got 20, and I want that chest table built. Leather. I want to get some like armchairs and stuff in this room. Definitely some light as well. Get the place lit. Just nicen it up. Make it, because at the minute people have only got the horseshoes, pin, and it's pretty basic. It's pretty rudimentary. It's not the most engaging thing. At least with the chessboard, you know, people can sit, have a chat with each other, play a game. It's nice, wholesome, you know. So 10-15 minutes left. I guess we'll just kind of gather some resources. We've only got 16 steel, and we're going to need that for... Well, definitely going to need it for that, so we're going to have to mine some more steel. Go. So we'll just mine that sort of last little bit, because we can't make... You'll see here that if you go into the actual details, it'll tell you what we need. So 60 steel and 3 components to make that bolt action rifle. So that'll be more than enough for that. And the wood as well. I'm really hoping we can get this animal trained soon. Chunks of a spacecraft had landed nearby. Okay, how nearby? Not very nearby. It's easy steel and it's easy components, but they're not going anywhere. They're not going to deteriorate. They're going to be there for good. So just put that in the back of my mind. Remember they're there. Low food. Whenever that comes up, it's just, you know, the drill. What's these guys? I don't think I've seen these before. Bison, is it? Okay. That might be a new addition. Let's just have a look, see what we've got. I know I had Muffalo reasonably close down there. Yeah. Yeah, we'll take a few of them. They've got some fur. So we'll take 3 Muffalo. No, we'll just take 2. So we'll take this one and this one. And those hunters will go and take care of them. So just keep an eye on that. Obviously, food and it's just basic resource management. And guys, it's, you know, if you follow this far, you'll kind of got a grasp of how quickly we go through resources. Here we go. So are they all mad? He's not. He is. He is. Fuck. Right, so we're gonna draft and draft Bill as well, and we're gonna make a fucking Bearback for the base, I think. At least try and put some distance, because this one's injured, so it's gonna take ages. It might even bleed out before it even gets back up here, but if we can get Bill in position, he'll put some... Oh, fucking hell. Careful of the... because it will automatically sort of slow down time. So what we'll do is get Bill to lay down some fire, and then when it gets a bit close, just get Bill to move back. Again. See, we've got some... We didn't manage that too well, and Skiz is going to take some damage, but we don't really have any other alternative, really. We're just going to have to sort of deal with that. And hopefully that these guys are tough enough to... Right, okay, so now that he's downed, there we go. That's fine. We've got this one moving in. They will take care of those first, and then there we go. Remember to undraft them, otherwise they'll just stand there. But you can hunt that as well. He's down injured, so... And that's dead, so great, we've got some food there. 2 people took some, hopefully, minor wounds. Crush in the stomach. And Bill... took a bruise. So, minor injuries, so I think I will, just in the sake, because we've only got 12 medicine, it's going to be herbal medicine for these guys. Just because they're not major wounds. Speed back up. A lot of wood here, so that's nice. This Muffalo, normally, even if they regain consciousness, they won't retain their maddened status. They won't go manhunting again. It'll kind of reset them. But because we're hunting them, Skiz is going to go out here and he's going to... Oof, dead. One shot, back of the head. Same with Bill here. Boosh, one shot, back of the head. Nice and painless, nice and humane. And what's great about having 3 Muffalo now is that we're going to get the blue fur off them. And they give a lot of this, so we can build armchairs and start making this room a bit nicer. We've got absolutely no steel though. We've got absolutely none. Apart from the stuff that's going to get mined out of here, so... I think once that is done, I am going to deconstruct those just because it's quick and... It's far away, but fuck it. I haven't got either of these on number 1 bed rest because they're almost healed anyways, and they only took minor injuries. So I feel that, you know, if you look at their health tab, they're almost at 100% with everything. It's only the movement skill that and that's 89, so that's fine. I don't really feel like they need to be lying in bed all day with, you know, what, a bruise to the leg. It's not life-threatening. It's not like they're infected. So we've got a chest table in there. What I'll have a look at now is to see if we can get an armchair in there, some blue fur. 110, we've just got enough, so I'll put one in. Don't think we've got enough for two. We won't, so we might go after that last muffalo just to get 2 armchairs, but he's quite far away now. But as ever with the quality builder, as his skill grows, I'm going to give him, I'll show you this now, if we go to escape and options and mod settings, quality builder settings, you can set the default minimum quality here, so the minute it doesn't have one, it means that it'll settle for anything. So for me now, I kind of want anything to be normal and above. So what that means is if he finishes this, I don't know why you're in here, mate. Just gonna get rid of that. Clear out the animal area. So I see the animal. I've inexplicably allowed the animal indoors. Going back to quality builder, if he builds this item and it's less than normal quality now, you'll just collapse it and start it again. You'll go, nah, not good enough. Generally, it's only furniture you have that sort of standard for, but you can't set it across the board now. I mean, normal I have, so beds and things like that. It's important. I mean, if someone's got an excellent bed, say, I'm sure we had this chair here. It's comfortable, and people, if they're sitting in it, they're gonna get just a natural mood boost anyways. So it's kind of worthwhile. Mod, and like I say, I don't really feel like it's detracting too much from the game. I don't really feel like I'm cheating my way through it, so to speak. So I kind of said to myself I was thinking about making this the last episode, but given that we haven't had a raid, I think I'm gonna do another one. So I'm gonna just maybe call this one here because it's night time. Yeah, I'll call this here. So we've what have we got done this episode? We've got our recreation room built, a high-tech research bench and machining table. We've got a new gun, so we can give that a bill. Once he's up in the morning, we can improve his pistol. And that's pretty much it, though. I mean, you'll see that it's like it depends on the pace at which things are thrown at you. Not a lot's been thrown at us. We had obviously those muffalo that took their revenge on us. But other than that, it's just been kind of expansion and resource management, making sure we've got enough food to feed people, healing people up, because we had a bit of malaria at the start of the last episode. So, yeah, we'll call it there, guys. Thanks for tuning in, thanks for watching if you are. And like I've said throughout the episode, if you found this helpful, please let me know. Let me know if you want more of these. Otherwise, I think next episode, as long as we get a raid, will be our last episode. That's pretty much the last mechanic I want to show. I think once that's happened, you're in a good position to sort of go off, and you know, it's a good springboard to go off and do your own thing. And by no means do you have to follow this guide to the book. I mean, chances are your map's not going to be the same as mine. It's always randomly generated. So just play around, have some fun, make some fun structures and stuff like that. But I'll see you next time, guys. But thanks a lot. We'll just save this up as our travelling accord of Quakistan, as it's become known. Yeah, cheers. Thanks a lot.